Each and every one of you, welcome along here to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms at number 471 Papanui Road. Mark Morrison is my name. I'll be in charge of proceedings here this afternoon. Now folks, we're here to do a couple of things today. Firstly, to inform you that the property at number 14 Westburn Place in Prebbleton has received a pre-auction offer that is acceptable to our owners. Secondly, we will find out whether or not we will hold an auction here this afternoon. In a few minutes' time, I will announce the level at which that pre-auction offer has been made. That effectively becomes our starting point. That's our reserve price. We're on the market and selling. If I see further bidding over and above that level, we will hold an auction. If we don't, I will simply knock the property down to the initiator of that pre-auction offer and we will be sold. Now firstly, I'd like to thank our sellers, acknowledge them for their ease of access, for their presentation, but first and foremost for their choice in agency. We appreciate that there is choice out there in the marketplace and we thank and acknowledge them for choosing to work with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Now before we get into the formalities of this afternoon, it would be remiss of me not to make a quick but very important reminder and announcement around our COVID-19 procedures and policies here. Not such an important thing here today, given we just have the one brought forward auction. The room not quite as busy on a normal auction day, but do ensure that you have used the COVID-19 scanner app, that you have recorded your visit here. If you don't have your app with you, then make sure that you've manually signed in with Rebecca Johansson here at the front of the room. She'll be sure to take your details. Ensure you've sanitized those hands on the way in. Take a moment to use the sanitizer upon your exit at the end of the afternoon as well. We're all using our social distancing here this afternoon, which is nice to see. If you become unwell at any stage in the next 14 days, if you could please inform the agent that you're working with, or if you're working independently, just let one of the Harcourts Gold management team know of the fact that you have become unwell. We need to follow our due processes from that point onwards. So we thank each and every one of you for continuing to work with us as we navigate these interesting times around COVID-19. Now I mentioned the team here who are here to guide and support you throughout this afternoon. It's not just myself that you are working with, a number of other friendly faces here to guide and support you. Most importantly, Mr. John McFadden, who has just come into the room. Perfect timing, John, as per usual. Business owner here in Harcourts Gold is here to guide and assist should you need it. I have Jane Meyer towards the front of the room, one of our managers here in the Papanui office. Alongside Jane, I have Margaret Danza from our Redwood office as well. I mentioned Rebecca Johansson before. Rebecca will be scribing any bids that we receive here this afternoon, just keeping me on my toes, making sure I'm counting correctly. And behind her I have Alana Davey as well. Now Alana, she drives all of our technology. She drives the presentation that you see up on the screen, and we also beam out to the World Wide Web through our website and via YouTube, and we always have a number of interested parties keeping tabs on the property market through our website. So anyone joining us here this afternoon, a very good afternoon to you as well. Now I know the team here at Harcourts Gold, they will have made all of the relevant documentation for today's proceedings available to you, including the LIM, the title, and of course the contract from which we work from. Now that's been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society as well. There are a few rules and regulations that we must adhere to when it comes to bidding and buying at any auction. The rules will of course be just a touch different here this afternoon, given the fact that we are in a brought forward in a pre-auction offer situation. I'll be very clear in explaining those to you so you completely understand what is going to be happening. As I mentioned before, we have received a pre-auction offer that is at an acceptable level. That is our start price, that is our reserve price. I'll announce that number very shortly. We are on the market and we are selling from that point moving forwards. Now as the auctioneer, I may give some guidance, I may give some suggestions in terms of any increments by which any bidding may increase. But on the whole, I'll be very happy to work with any genuine bids that I take from the floor. I won't be placing any bids on behalf of my owners. No vendor bids will be placed here this afternoon. I can, however, refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the best interest of our owners. Now, at the conclusion of today's proceedings, should the hammer come down to the rostrum and should it fall in your favour, congratulations, You are the successful purchaser. Before you commence any celebrations with friends and families here this afternoon, you will be required to undertake some simple tasks. Firstly, you'll sign the agreement, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved REA guide. The second thing you'll do is you'll arrange to make a payment of a very neat and precise 10% of the purchase price. Thirdly and finally, you'll complete the GST information which is outlined in Schedule 1. Folks, very plain, simple, clean and clear and concise are our procedures here in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms. Any bidding is cash, it is unconditional, and as I said, a mere 10% required at the fall of the hammer. Well, it's been a very busy last few weeks to kick off the year here in the auction rooms, and things just continue to be busy here with number 14 Westburn Place, a wonderful home proudly brought to the market by Mr. Mark O'Loughlin. Mark, I understand that you put up bubble-free sold stickers, is that right?
Bubble-free sold stickers.
You put up bubble-free sold stickers, thus, yeah, exactly, good to hear. Well, that's what I've written here anyway, so I'm glad that you could confirm that. 14 Westburn Place is more formally described as being an estate in freehold. Some 1,126 very generous square metres of that best land available to us here in New Zealand. That's made up of Lot 33, Deposited Plan 462112, which is all outlined in that certificate of title that Mark and the team have made available to each and every one of you. Now, the settlement date is set down for the Friday, the 26th of March 2021, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed to in writing prior to today's proceedings. That's the day that your world gets a whole lot better than it already is today. I note there are some registered telephone bidders, so don't be surprised if some of my licensed colleagues are working with some buyers on the phone. I've cited the paperwork accordingly, and I'm very happy to take those bids should we receive them. The list of chattels, will they remain as circulated? I note there that the LG ice fridge and freezer is included. That's pretty cool. And I also note there that the further terms of sale, being clauses 22 through to 23 inclusive, they remain as circulated as well. So folks, Westburn Place here in Prebbleton, this really is a case of being welcomed into your forever after home, your happily ever after. You get a sense that this home has been built to a standard, a very exact and high standard, certainly not to a budget. And that's always a nice thing I find with homes such as this. Everything here, it really does feel as tight as two coats of paint in this 2017 built 343 square metre residence. Now the living spaces, they mix both formal and informal spaces, so you've got the options there depending on your requirements. I love that 2.75 metre high stud. At my height, that's the sort of thing that you appreciate. I can look to give some piggyback rides and not end up with concussions at the hospital, which is always nice. Space and grace, it's abundant here as well across those 4 bedrooms, plenty of space. I love that rural aspect that you get, but at the same time you're so close to all the amenities that you need in Prebbleton. It's very easy to get into the city now with all of the new roading and motorway developments that are happening right across Christchurch, but certainly in this corner of the world. Wonderful home here, folks, in Westburn Place. Our owners have received a pre-auction offer which is acceptable to them, and we sell at a level of $1,405,000. So 1,405 and 3 zeros after that. At 1,405, is there, say, 1,420 anywhere to kick things off, to round things up? What say you, folks? Now's the time.
114.
114, Margaret Dan's not quite as good. And 15 here. Back with you, Courtney, at 1,415. We're certainly underway, folks, and we sell. Strap in at 1,415. I sell here. Margaret, one bid seldom buys, you know that. Where did your buyer see it from here?
1,420.
1,420 with Mark O'Loughlin. She's beating you to it. Courtney, what's the retort here? Or Margaret with you on the phone?
25.
And 25. Is that on top or just 142 and 5?
42.
At 1,425. Always checking, always working for my vendor. Good to see that you're smiling though. At 1,425. At 1,425 I have. First chance. And I sell.
430.
430 here. We're moving in the 5s. Not sure if the 5s are working, folks. Perhaps straight to 1,450.
1,432.
1,432. Okay, what do I know? I'm just an auctioneer at 1,432,000. It's your money, not mine, and I respect the bid. First chance here. And I sell. Margaret, how are we looking over on the left?
1,435.
1,435. That's 3 on the rise. At 1,43 and 5. To stay alive here. Mark O'Loughlin in the lead. Once.
One.
One more. 1, 4, 3, and 6. Could be the best 1,000 you ever spend though. First chance. Wonderful home here. Beautiful living. Some 343 square metres of residence. Beautiful home. Move in and enjoy. At $1,436,000 here. Mark, how?
1438.
1438. Can't pick the pattern here. You call them out, I'll count them up. At 1, 4, 3, and 8. Margaret, you've gone quiet on me over here. How are we looking? Welcome you back in.
1440.
1440. There we go. Squares the ledger at 1440. Mark, 1450 might be the strategy at this point. These 2s and 3s aren't quite doing it. First chance here. Yeah, $1,440,000 and I sell. Twice now, quickly.
If you really want to own it.
You really want to own it, you've got to bid more, Mark. At $1,440,000. That's right. Big punch is what you might need.
What? 1,450,000.
There we go. That's what I was looking for at 145 and 0. Good strong bid puts up 10. Do you match that? Do you go like for like, stroke for stroke? At $1,450,000. Haven't got another one like it this afternoon. Beautiful home here. First chance at 1,450 with Mark O'Loughlin's buyer. Welcome you back in at any point. Twice now.
52.
52. There we go at 145 and 2 I have. Market's back against your buyers on the phone at 1,452,000 here with Courtney Perrot's buyer working here in the Harcourts Gold Rooms. First chance at 1,452,000 and I sell away. Twice. Penultimate chance here, Mark. And Margaret, same for you at 1,452,000. You're all done. Not a good sign. Respect the bidding and thank you for it at 1,452,000. Mark, how are we looking over that side of the room? Wearing out the carpet here. This is a beautiful residence built in 2017. Just a number of years old. Third chance, Mark. How are we looking here?
1,455,000.
1, 4, 5, and 5. There we go. Just in the nick of time at 1,455,000. There's another 2 here to get yourself back in the lead. At 1,455,000 I have here. First chance. I give you all the opportunities as well to change your mind. Perhaps another 1,000 that worked for you before. Twice. At 1, 4, 5, and 5 here at the back of the room. Are you sure? Third chance. Final chance. Final opportunity.
One more.
One more. Here we go. Just in the nick of time. Afford you the same courtesy at 1, 4, 5, and 6. Thank you, Rebecca. At 1,456,000, and it's here. Sit tight, folks. Mark, what's the retort? At 1,456,000. I sell here. Make no mistake. Hammers up. Once. At 1, 4, 5, and 6.
58.
And 8. At 1,458,000. Puts up 2 on the rise. Do you do the same and just square it off to 1,460? Makes it easy to work out the deposit. At 1,458,000 I have here. First call.
1460.
1,460. Respect the bid, appreciate the bid at $1,460,000. Got to fight for good homes such as this. At 1,460,000 you're back in the lead and that's where you need to be for the chance to get that name on the title. First chance. Here. And I sell. 1, 4, and 6. Twice now, Mark. How are we looking? At 1,460,000. Are we in or out? At 1,460,000. Often they stop on those round numbers. Third call. Don't want any regrets. It's a terrible emotion to feel, I understand. 1,460,000, Mark. How are we looking? I'm going to sell it here. It goes.
1,461.
Okay, 1,461. There you go. At $1,461,000. Just in the nick of time then, puts up another 1,000 on the rise. First. Should you ever want to sell, I wouldn't imagine it would be too hard, given the interest here. But why would you want to for a home such as this? Second chance now. At $1,461,000. You don't let it slide for 1,000 surely. At $1,461,000.
One more.
And 62 at 1,462. $1,462,000 I have and I sell. Sit tight, folks. Mark, how are we looking? It's your turn now. Straight through to 70 would be my suggestion. At 1,462,000 I have. Wearing out the carpet once more. Once.
1465.
1465 puts 3 more up. At 1465 I have. First call at 1465 here. I'll let you have another meeting if you like, a wee committee meeting. Change your mind if you like. I welcome you back in at any stage. Roll the dice one more time if you like. Second chance at 1,465 I sell here. Beautiful home. Wonderful home. I'll take 500 from you if you like.
500.
And change here at 1,465 and change. At 1465, 500 mark. It's against you and your buyer on the phone at 1,465 and change. First. 5 red Rutherfords on top. Twice.
Yep, 66.
66. Clickety click. At 1,466. There we go. You started the 500. He's just on the retort doing the same. You've started something. Let's keep it going. First chance here, and I sell at $1,466,000.
500 on top.
And another 500, of course. Isn't auction beautiful? Change your mind as many times as you like. At 1,466 and change. So transparent. See your competition right here in the room. At 1,466, $500 with you good folk here in the room. Appreciate your bidding efforts here this afternoon. First call. I'm sure you would. Twice now. At 1,466 and change. Here. Seated and centered there in pole position mark. I did suggest
1468.
At 1468. At 1,468 here. Lucky number 8 potentially. Let's find out. First, I sell here at this point in time, but I take 500 from you happily all afternoon. Let you consider your moves here. Hammers up, make no mistake. At $1,468,000 here, with Mr. O'Loughlin in the back of the room. Twice. I'm losing my voice twice, just to make that clear. Second chance at $1,468,000. Third chance.
70.
And 70. There we go. Puts up another 2. Fight fire with fire. That's the way to do it. Moving forward in the 2s now at $1,470,000. Here. And I sell at the back of the room. Sit tight, folks. Mark straight to 80. Is it or 1.5 perhaps? You tell me. First chance. And I sell here. $1,470,000. I ambitiously chase down 1.5. Twice the money. At $1,470,000 here with Courtney Perro's buyers. Third chance. At 1,470, what do we do?
1472.5.
1,472 and change. So you're putting up 2.5 on the rise. Excellent. At $1,472,500. That's the retort. Another 2.5 from here. You've said no a few times. I'm happy for you to change your mind once more if you like. I'll give you three times to change your mind if you like. At $1,472,000 and some change on the side for a beautiful home here in Prebbleton. First chance at 1,472 and change. Twice now. What do we say, folks? How are we looking here, Sarah and Courtney?
500.
And 500 at 73. At 73. This is fun, folks. Imagine doing this in a deadline offer. First call, here. Where would you put your money? At $1,473,000 here, and I sell, Mark.
1,470. We're at 73 now.
Is that 73? It's against you.
1475.
1,475. There we go. At 1,4 and 3/4 I have here. On the back wall. 1,475,000. I can't pick the pattern either. You just tell me what you'd like to bid and I'll count them up as best I can. But at 1,475,000 I do have here and I sell here at the back of the room for a want of a better bid here. Or perhaps from you, Margaret Danzer, I see you're still on the phone, or from any of our other pundits here in the room. I welcome you in at any stage. First call.
500.
And 500 of course it is. At 1,475 and change. Mark, I suggested 1,480 before. Perhaps that's where we should have gone. I did say 1.5 as well. Hammers up. Do I sell here for $500 bid? Do you let it go for that? At 1475 and change here.
Yeah.
First call. Twice the money.
1,480,000.
1,480,000. Just to clarify, that'd be good buying for $1,000.
1,480.
1,480 confirming there at 1,480,000. Thank you, Mark. At 1,480,000, just confirming the bid. It's now your turn, but at 1,480,000, I have here confirming the bid at 1,480,000. Once the money at 1,480,000. Beautiful home. Twice now at 1,480,000. The 500s aren't working. Perhaps you try something a wee bit stronger. Fight fire with fire here in the room. Third chance at 1,480,000. How are we looking, Courtney?
500.
500 more. At 1,480,000 and change. At $1,480,500. Reload, Mark. Time to go again. First chance. At 1,480,000 and change. Here. Seated. And they're in pole position at this point. And I sell to them. First call. At 1,480,500. Twice the money. Penultimate chance. I'd suggest 1,490 is a good bid. Third time.
81.
And 81. Here we go, another $500. Excuse me. I'm losing my voice here, but I'll get it back at 1,481,000. First chance. He puts 500 on the rise to match yours. That's all he's done. I welcome another 500 here if you like. Isn't this fun, Mark? That's right. At $1,481,000. First call.
500.
And another 5 here at 1,481 and change. Another 500, Mark. First chance at 1,481,000 and change. Twice now. It's against your buy, Mark. I sell here at 1,481 and $500. Third chance. Quickly, Mark. How are we looking? I'm going to sell at 1,481, 500. Are we in or out, Mark?
1,485.
1,485. 4.5 on the rise at $1,485,000 here. Another 4.5 on top.
There was 3.5 on top.
Another 3.5. I'm not much good at maths, Rebecca, surprisingly, at $1,485,000. First, I sell here. Are you sure? You're absolutely sure. Twice now. I give you one more chance. Absolutely welcome you back in at any stage. All done. Okay, appreciate the bidding. All the very best. You're working with some great people here. They'll help you into a new home. Third and final chance at $1,485,000. Delighted to announce then 14 Westburn Place. It goes, it is sold here. Congratulations to our underbidders. I appreciate the spirit of bidding. All the very best in your property search. And to our owners, thank you very much for your instructions. Folks, that wraps up proceedings here this afternoon. We have a wonderful lineup of properties on Thursday morning. We look forward to seeing you there. All the very best for the rest of your afternoon.